Hey everybody, welcome to the Rangers of Shadowdeep adventure. I'm back today with Jay.
Rangers of Shadowdeep. It's been a minute.
It has been
many minutes.
I played 30 games of this though on this channel, and we're back with Rangers because we actually covered this for Grimdark Media. And this is going to be our first episode of Film to Table, which is where we take a bunch of film tropes, Grimdark Media stuff, and make a game out of it on the tabletop.
Which I'm stoked about.
I am too.
It's gonna be fun. So
this is the last Voyage of the Exeter. This is my Grimdark Media basically module. It's a 3-act adventure for Rangers of Shadowdeep, which is available as a free thank you to my patrons. You can get it on patreon.com. Link is in the description. And we are into Act 1. The seaside community of Mellifera has long been the first port of call between the Kingdom of Allador and Larenthia. Funneling trade between the two nations, it has had years prior to the Green Knight become a sort of like in decline community. But it's also seen a steady stream of refugees fleeing from the benighted land to safer realms. Once a dynamic and cosmopolitan burg, it has slowly crept into decline as its population swelled with refugees and trade dwindled with the encroachment of the Shadowdeep. Poverty and decay slowly turned a once thriving community into a creaking hulk of frightened longshoremen and fisherfolk, fleeing and feeling the very edge of their lord's realm. So it was that as the watchtowers flamed on the fateful night of green fire, so too did the great lighthouse at Mellifera. The fate of the town is unknown, and your orders are much the same as those of the Rangers sent to the other watchtowers to discover what has happened along the border and report back what you find. After several days on the Great Road, pushing past the endless parade of Larenthian refugees camped to either side, you can see the outline of the town rise in the distance, framed in the bloodied sun setting behind it. No smoke arises from the chimneys, and no further travelers meet you as you advance into the outskirts. You are met with nothing more than silence. So this is our mission. We have 3 acts. We have to find out what's happened in Mellifera.
Silence there, and nothing more.
And nothing more. So this is a adventure for level 5+ Rangers, but we're going to start with level 0 and 2 Rangers, which should offset the level differences that we need here. There is a sort of like a story here that can be done at any point in the Rangers story. So if you've done the introductory adventure in the Rangers like rule book, which again, I'll link below. If you haven't got a copy, you can pick it up. You could do this in between doing Burning Light or any of the other adventures. It takes place roughly the same timeline as Burning Light, where it's after the Night of Green Fire and we're investigating what's been happening. So first of all, a big thank you to all the patrons who wanted us to cover Rangers.
Yeah, I'm stoked
Media.
about doing this.
And if you're looking for the influences behind Last Voyage of the Exeter, obviously the Last Voyage of the Demeter, A Healthy Dose of 30 Days a Night, Dracula, and of course Rangers itself are mixed in here to make this sort of film to table adaptation.
As long as there's no vampires, it'll be fine. Fine.
We'll find out. If there might be weirdly spelled vampires. There might be damn fears.
Oh my god, please not vampires with a Y, because that's too
or a
hardcore.
W. That's right. It's gonna be extra grim and extra dark. So show our Rangers. We'll show you the table, and we'll get this first act underway. All right. So here is our 2 groups of Rangers. And the recruits will be coming with them because now we're starting a mission. We can't go back and grab anybody else from the campfire. So this is us being stuck with what we got to go.
Ride or die.
That's it. Ride or die from Mellifera. So I have on the right-hand side here, my Ranger, it's Bryce Fane this time around. He has a level 0 Ranger stat block. So he's got a move of 7, fight +3, and shoot +2. So I added to those, and he's wearing light armor. Makes him armor 11. He's got Hand of Fate for a reroll, because I always suck at rolling dice when we do these D20 games. I have Inner Strength for a +5 to a will check, because, you know, Batman. I got Blended into Shadows, because Batman. I got Dash, which is a +2 to my move, or I can leap up to my movement in any direction.
Should we add like a bunch of gothic streetlights to this? Like,
yeah, I can't. I don't know if I can.
Gargoyles on all the corners of these buildings.
I didn't think that part ahead. And then Deadly Strike, where I can get a critical if I roll an 18+. This is my 5 heroic abilities. I then added 2 to the skill levels for acrobatics, ancient lore, climb, perception, stealth, and strength, because, you know, I'm an Olympic gymnast. And then +1 to pick locks, read runes, survival, and tracking. My 2 companions, because I get 40 recruitment points right now, because we're splitting the recruitment points. I have Sparrow on the right there. He's a rogue with a dagger and throwing knife, because, you know, he's got some branded bird-shaped harangues probably to throw at you. Move 7, fight +1, shoot +1, armor 10, will +1, and 10 health. And he's got +2 to climb, +2 perception, +5 to pick locks, +5 to traps, and +5 to stealth. And then my guardsman, it is Farthingsworth. He is move 6, fight +3, shoot +0, armor 11, 2 will, 12 health. And he's got a 2-handed weapon and light armor. He's a dwarf, you know, he's an elderly old dwarf. And so what'd you bring?
Yeah, so my ranger in the center there is Kent Clarkson.
Clarkson.
Bryce's best frenemy.
Look, we're not allowed to get along all the time.
He is tanky. So in addition to his basic ranger profile, I gave him +1 to his fight for a total of +3, +1 to his will for a total of +5, and +1 to his health for a total of 19. For his heroic abilities, he has Deadly Strike, which means he can crit on an 18 to 20.
I wrote that.
He has Powerful Blow, so he can do +3 damage in hand-to-hand. Roll with the Punch, so he can take half damage in hand-to-hand. Shove, so when he beats you in hand-to-hand, he can shove you 4 inches away.
When he attacks you with his face.
And Dash, which adds either 2 inches to his move or lets him move vertically, so he can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Yes. Show off.
And then he went with Heavy Armor, because again, he's tanky. One of his items is a 2-handed mace. One of his other items is a 2-handed sword.
He likes to hitch extra hard.
Yeah, he's got a rope. And then skill-wise, he spent extra points in leadership, perception, strength, survival, swimming.
I did notice that he's wearing blue and red.
He is wearing blue and red, as are his companions. So the archer is Jimmy.
Okay.
Jimmy is an archer, so he's armed with a bow and dagger, and he has light armor and a quiver. And then to Kent's right side is Lois. Lois is a guardswoman, so she is armed with a 2-handed sword and light armor.
Excellent. So Act 1, we're arriving at the docks. As you and your companions make your way into the center of Mellifera, the shadows continue to lengthen. A sudden noise of breaking pottery to the side causes your nerves to jangle as one of the less seasoned recruits cries out in surprise. Swiftly, you dash towards the noise only to find a gaunt and wild-eyed villager desperately trying to open a latch of a door into one of these buildings. He's in a panic, raving that it will soon be dark and that you must get indoors. He calms enough to be questioned as soon as he realizes you're rangers and that the crown has sent someone to investigate their plight. Lords, the streets are not safe here at night, not since the arrival of that accursed ship. His tale is delivered rapid fire as the darkness deepens. Since the night of the lighthouse blazed in green fire, the streets have been roaming by creatures that first dragged off those poor squatters near the waterfront, but who now are emboldened enough to break into windows and doors once the sun goes down. The guards are quickly overwhelmed and the town elders are nowhere to be found. It began with the arrival of the Exeter, moored out in the deeper waters, the last ship from Larenthia. No crew were aboard, and it appeared that with the dawn. As you light your torches and the sun sets, he's whisked inside by another villager who'd heard his scrabblings at the door. The docks are not far, and perhaps you can discover more there. This mission takes place near the dockside of Mellifera. Once great warehouses lie decaying along the waterfront. The remnants of a fish market and shipping materials such as crates and barrels are stacked along the streets. The board size is 22 by 30. And it should be set up roughly with the 4 buildings that you can see here. There are also 1, 2, 3, 4 clue markers and piles of crates on the table. The Rangers and their companions are set up within 4 inches of this entry point, and there is a door to the other side, which is the gate to the docks themselves. All right, so we have a deck of event cards as well. There are 6 event cards in red that we will shuffle right now. So the middle of the table will be the target area for these thralls, should they need one and not have line of sight to a ranger. And the ranger's now set up within 4 of this edge, which means I will put Bryce here, Farthingsworth here, and Sparrow to the right as we emerge down the street into the docks area. Lewis and Kent are to the left of them as we begin our investigation of the area. So special rules for this mission. The sun is just set, and with each passing turn, the thralls of the vampire stir in their nests along the waterside. At the end of turn 2, any ranger or companion outdoors that fought in a combat, but not those that made range attacks, must make a TN6 strength roll, or another thrall will appear in the center.
You mean stealth?
Stealth, yeah. Stealth roll. At the center of a random short board edge, increase the TN by 2 for each subsequent turn. So the longer this goes on, the harder it gets to avoid more and more thralls arriving. As we're using more than one encounter, the base number will go up 2 for the challenge level increasing, which means it's going to start at a TN of 8 stealth roll. The goal of this mission is to investigate, find a way to unlock the gate to the dockside, and discover what's been going on down here. All right, beginning of turn 1. So we get to decide who wants to go first. There are 2 thralls in view of the Rangers and their companions right now for us to deal with immediately. The others are a bit further away. Now, the thralls themselves have several special rules to take part or to consider. They are all undead, which means that anything that affects undead will affect them. And they also have a special rule, which is called Fear of the Holy. Now, Fear of the Holy means that the sight of a holy icon will cause the blood curse to recoil in fear. Any ranger or companion with a holy icon that's the target of a model with this rule may not be engaged unless that model first passes a will roll of TN 10. If they fail, their end, they move 1 inch away, and if later engaged after failing the test, they suffer -2 to any fight rolls.
So if I don't have a holy icon, but I sing the chorus to Holy Diver as I move forward, do I get a bonus for that?
Only if you're Ronnie James Dio. Yeah, only Dio.
Damn.
Yeah, Dio only. That is fair.
Fair.
I feel like that was both right and fair. So as we've all been down too long in the Midnight Sea, it's time to start moving. I'm going to start with Bryce.
Oh, what's becoming of me?
He is going to group activate, I think, with Farthingsworth, who is going to go and take care of business and move 6 inches. So he's going to walk his 6 inches just straight over here, and that will force combat as he gets within 1 inch of creature, and he's gonna fight. So he has a fight of +3 as he's a guardsman. The baddie is going to roll a red die, and now it's fight of +1. That's a 20. That's not great for him. He rolls a 1, so things are starting off exactly as we thought.
I'm not really sure why.
Bryce Main's not. He's not lucky, if you will. So Farthingsworth takes a blow. He has an armor of, I believe, 11 or 12, as he is a guardsman, and he's wearing heavy armor. And that means with a 20 total, he's going to take 8 points of damage. With 4 wounds left, things are starting quite typically for my warband.
It's picante.
It is. And then that means that Bryce himself will go and attempt to help. He's going to walk his 7 inches over into here,
It's you.
gaining a bonus and rescue poor Farthingsworth with his medieval karate. So he's going to hit with his staff, as he's not super sure that he won't die if he does this. No, he'll hit with his hand weapon. He's not worried. He'll use his staff when he defends. So with +2, he'll be a fight of +5 overall. So that's going to be a 12. That's going to be a 22. 22 is 12 points of damage to its armor of 10, which will lay out that thrall. We've defeated our first thrall. All right, back to you, sir, and your ranger.
Oh, okay. I think I'm going to start by activating Jimmy, actually.
Okay. Now there is a thrall over here.
So Jimmy is going to go meow.
Ah, smart. Into cover.
And then I think he'd like to do some shooting.
Ah, yes, the time-honored tradition of putting arrows into the other man.
I'd like to stab someone, but from a distance.
So you will be -1 to hit because you moved.
Correct.
And he will be just a fight of +1.
And I am conventionally +2, so I will just be +1.
Oh, so you're not -1, sorry. He's +1 to his fight. That's what happens.
Oh, okay, so he's still +2.
Yeah. 20's good. A 18 is not as good. So
still pretty good, though.
Armor 10 versus 20, that thrall will also die. Apparently Farthingsworth is the only one who did not study up for this assignment. Well, thrall number 2 is dead.
Cucumber sandwich.
He is, yeah, and making tea services for Master Fane. It's Master Fane, sorry, in this case. So it is over to your ranger. What would Kent like to do?
Kent is going to move through the center of the table, ignoring cover, at his movement of 5
As
inches.
if he is impervious to damage. I'm going to solve these problems by hitting them. And then what would you like to do?
I think he's done what he would like to do.
You can move again. Half your move. Yeah.
So let's do that.
2.5 inches.
We're going to go that way.
Perfect. Well then, it is now the creature phase, and as you are able to be seen by several of these monsters, they are going to rush towards you. They are ready to party, as it were. With a movement of 6, they will move 9 inches towards you if possible, or the target point if they can't. So this +1 will be right there for the first 2. You just put them both next to each other as they rush towards Kent, hissing. This one also able to do so. He's going to go 3 And then 1.5 as he clambers the obstacle. And then second one, he's going to
parkour that thing.
Yeah, he's going to move another 1.5 inches up top of this.
Parkour
thralls are, well, they're better off than the dead thralls. And then this one's going to come around the corner 6 inches towards the target point, which is the middle of the table. And then seeing you, we'll move another 3 directly towards you. Okay, so moving on, we have a new turn, so we have to flip an event. So you want to flip a card for us and see what our first event is?
So first event is 4.
So the 4 of hearts. Red 4, death from the skies. An inhuman screech from above and the flapping of leathery wings signals the arrival of some massive threat from above. A random unengaged ranger or companion that's not indoors must make an immediate fight versus an unknown monster at fight +5. If they win, they drive the attacker back into the sky. If they lose, they take damage as normal and are immediately thrown d6 inches in a random direction. If they collide with an obstacle, they take additional 2 points of damage. 6 of us, so let's grab a d6. Let's see what the result is. So we'll start at the top with Kent and we'll go clockwise.
Okay.
3, 1, 2, 3. No, it's the boss. Tracks. All right, so it's going to be +5 to my +3. That's a 23. That doesn't seem good. That's an 18. I don't think Bryce can live through this. Live through it, sorry. He won't be happy about it. So he has 18 health.
He's such a miscreant
He just got hit for 12 damage. He has 6 left.
Take that, orphan.
Yeah, he just got 6 left. Flaps into the sky, tries to man-bat him. One weakness is other bats. All right, so it's turn 2. We forgot about our companions. I forgot my rogue's gonna walk over here and investigate this, this clue marker, which is point C. The fishmonger's business is boarded up, the owners having clearly abandoned it to move elsewhere as the seaside town slid into decline. Above its loosely hanging door, however, is a large inscription and effigy of Saint Amelia, a patron of Laurentia, also venerated in the bordering Alladorian population. Illuminated in the ranger's torchlight, the sight of it causes the thralls to hiss and back away. Any ranger companion within 3 of the doorway cannot be engaged by thralls, who will stop just outside of range. And they can also not be selected or targeted with Death from the Skies event. That would have been great if we'd looked at that earlier. That would have been sure nice if I'd moved into contact with that earlier, before I got man-batted. So, you also get to move with Lois.
Yeah, so Lois is going to move up to this building. Thank you. And she will investigate this building.
So clue markers are here, here, and
I'm sorry.
here.
I thought there was one in each building.
No,
My bad.
There's 2 in the piles of stuff.
Then
Move
she
again?
will. Yeah, she'll do that.
Okay. Then now it's turn 2, having done our event and being man-batted. Oh no, because actually the man-batting would have happened after, because the event happens after he would have moved and done that. So I actually wouldn't have been man-batted, and we should roll again for who's eligible, because it's only going to be your guys who are eligible now. So roll the dice again. Because actually she's indoors. It's just your boss.
So 1 to 3, it'll be Kent.
Okay.
And 4 to 6, it'll be Jimmy. So Jimmy.
Oh no, Jimmy's going to get man-batted. Okay.
So he's got to fight. So hold on 1 second.
I believe it's +1 or +2. Let's do the +5. 15, 19. So Jimmy's got what armor?
He has light armor, so he's armor 11.
All right, so you're going to take 8 points of damage, which will, I think, leave you at 2.
That is correct.
So Farthingsworth and Jimmy are not feeling great from being sky man-batted. Now, he is also tossed in a random direction, so roll a d20. The top of the dice is the direction. So he's going to collide, he's going to go this way. He doesn't end on top of anything, though. So he's going to be half that distance. He'll just land at the table edge. Picked up and dropped by the man-bat. So now it's turn 2, and we get to decide who wants to go first ranger-wise. Would you like to go first this time? Because I went first last time. Go kill somebody.
So I'm going to dash for my move. So I'm going to move 7. Oh, I don't need to. I'm sorry. I'm just going to move.
Just walk 5 and go punch a zombie.
I'm going to go punch a zombie.
That does track for you. Okay, well, zombies are in red. Rangers are in white. So I'm going to roll.
And I am +3 fight.
So I am 16 total.
So I am 9.
All right, so you're going to get slashed by the thrall for a total of 16 to your armor of 12.
Yeah,
so
my
take
armor's
4
12,
points.
so I'll take 4.
All right, and you did not group activate, so now it's over to me. I will group activate. I'm going to have Bryce use his dash action, however, to move a total of 9. So 3, 6, 9 over to here. And he's going to throw a dagger, shaped strangely like a bat, into this guy. Oh, I am shoot +2. You'll be fight +2 because I moved.
Oh, that's not me. That's me.
I got an 18.
I got a 22.
Just ducked it. And group activating, I'm going to send Sparrow this direction.
That's what happens when you throw things at parkour thrall. Like the guy just does some midair flip.
He did. He just ducked out of the way. So that was 6, and he's going to go 7 total because he's a rogue. And he's going to go 3.5 more. Going this way. All right, back to you.
Yeah, so we're going to activate Lois. She's going to come around there.
Investigate that token.
And investigate that token.
All right. B. So you can read that one if you want.
A glint between these crates causes you to lean closer to see what lies in the shadows. Too late! You realize it is the cat-like reflection of a pair of eyes. Make an acrobatics roll, target number 12. If successful, you lunge backwards quickly as the thrall leaps from the darkness it had been nesting inside. If you fail, you will suffer -2 to your subsequent fight roll as the creature bowls you over. In either case, place a thrall in base contact with the model investigating the clue marker. So this is an acrobatics roll, which I have no skill in.
So you're going to roll 12. Nope.
Nope.
So you -2 to your fight for this fight. Immediately in contact, so you're going to...
And
you can fight now, or you can just burn your action.
I want to fight right now.
That tracks.
So I am normally +3, so I'll be net +1.
Okay. And it's +2.
Oh,
it gets a 17. Oh my god,
I
I'm
got
getting
a
beat
5.
Up. So that's 17 to your armor of
11.
So you're gonna take 6 points of damage. You're driven back. No, you stay melee.
Oh, I thought it was you got pushed back.
No, that's Lord of the Rings. So now we go to the creature phase.
We're still not done all our dudes, right?
You group activated. I group activated.
I did not group activate.
Oh, then Lois wouldn't have gone yet.
I still have. No, that was Lois going.
I know companions happen after the monsters.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, that's okay. It just means that they would have all been going after him anyway because he's the closest target.
Which is the goal.
Yeah. So he is now fighting 2. They don't get a gang up on us though, so they're just gonna be +1.
Does that one move too?
They have 1 at a time.
Okay.
Fight +1 against your fight +3.
If I
roll the punch, use it after you fight. You don't have to use it until after you
okay.
roll. Yeah.
So that's
you win,
7.
but do no damage because he's armor 10.
Okay.
You got a 7, 8, 9 because you have a double-handed weapon, and then this next one comes in to fight you, and much the same. You get a 2 to have 6, but it doesn't arm you because it's got the armor 12 against damage of 6. And this one, despite Bryce's best efforts, jumps down to attack him, and he will fight at +3. That's a 16 to a 21, and kicks his head directly off. 21 minus 10 is 11. They only have 10 hit points. Well, I guess then it is Lois would go.
Which she's already done.
And then you could go over here if you want.
We'll go with Jimmy.
Jimmy?
So Jimmy is going to come around this way. He's going to take the scenic route.
Okay, going this way?
Yeah.
Going 6.
So he's going to go 6, and then 3 more.
Wrap around.
We'll do
try and be just the not distracted. He's injured, actually. He's only going to get 1 action this turn.
Oh.
Because he's below. 6. Unless, is that only in Frostgrave? Just going 3 more. There's no injured in this one. It's just go to 0 and you get knocked out. Well, then it's my remaining model, which is Farthingsworth, who's going to walk his 5 to here and then square up with Master Bryce Fane. So that is the campaign's done, which means it's now the event phase, and we get to flip to see what event we have this turn. And we flip a ace. All right, so the ace is going to be...
Distance distracts the unengaged thralls as they sense easier prey may be on the street. Each thrall not engaged in combat must make a will roll, target number 8, or be removed from the table as they melt into the shadows in the hopes of weaker victims. Thralls engaged must also make the roll, but gain a +5 will bonus.
All right, so the one thing we should have done before we roll or flip the event is we should have flipped the, or rolled to see if we summon any more thralls. So it's target number 10 this turn. Or sorry, no, it was 8 last turn. It's... Oh no, we only do it now. All right, end of round 2, so now we got to roll for noise for anyone who fought in combat. So Bryce kicked someone's head off. He has a stealth of +2, and the target number this turn, because we have more than 1 ranger, is going to be 8. So I have to roll a 1 to 6 will fail, a 7+ will pass. A 9, I'm good, that's an 11 total. Did not fight over here or with Sparrow, but you fought with each of these guys, so...
Yeah, so Lois, neither of them have stealth bonuses.
Okay, so it's an 8+ for Lois. Good, and then for Kent, also. Everybody has to test to see if they, with their will +5, are going to flee or not. All in combat, that's right. So they have a TN 8
So basically
test
they need to roll a 3+?
Yeah. I'll go left to right. So start with this one. Passes, and there's 3 in combat with Kent. passes. Second one passes. The third one passes. So nobody takes off in search of easier prey. So we're in round 3, and it is a ranger phase. Would you like to go first? You seem occupied this turn.
Yeah, I'll go first again. Sure.
Okay. Do you want to group activate at all? Do you have anyone within 3 to do so with? I don't think you do. No, not quite.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to get my punch on. I want to punch Stabby because he seems the least trustworthy.
Fair. +3 to the +1 for that thrall. That's a 20. That is not a 20, which means you mace his head off 22 damage. He only has an armor of 10.
All right.
And then it's my ranger. I think, group activate just to try and like help you out. So I'm going to go 5 and then 2 more so that you can get a friend to fight with you. And then I'm going to go my 7 and try and kick the head off the other one, if I can, with my medieval karate, which has been working out so far. So because we're ganging up on that guy, but you're already engaged, I don't get the gang up bonus. But the bad guy rolls a 1 and I roll 20. So my karate once again decapitates this guy. And then it is Thrall o'clock. So over here, this Thrall is going to fight Lois with +1 to her +3 now because she's
+3
no
because
longer,
she doesn't have the penalty.
That's right. She's no longer surprised. So 9. That's going to be an 11. What's her armor?
Her armor is, I think, 11? 11.
So she's fine, not scratched. And then over here, it will attack the one with the lowest health, so it's going to attack Farthingsworth.
Okay.
So you can roll for him. That's a 17. Farthingsworth at +3. Gets an 8. He is down. Oh, no. Taken out of action. Armor 12. 17 is going to be 5 points. He only had 4 left. Ow! No! But they're dead. So now it is Companion's phase, and it is over to you first. You do have a Jimmy who is flanking right now.
Yeah.
So Jimmy is going to move 6 and then 3 more.
And investigate.
And investigate.
All right. Well, Jimmy is going to find the Dockmaster's office. It appears to have been barricaded from the inside, though the defenses did not hold. Amongst the blood and broken furniture, you find their logbook. It outlines both the morning arrival of the Exeter and the tale of the Dockmaster and their men having received no party or hail from the ship, setting out to investigate it themselves. Having retrieved some of the cargo and found it nothing but soil, they prepared to send word to other authorities of the foreign ship, but as night fell, people began to go missing and the siege of the town began. Along with the haunting green fire from the lighthouse, this is the final entry. A heavy set of iron keys is near the logbook, which you assume will open the gate to the docks. The arrival of the ship cannot be coincidental, nor can the lights from the lighthouse. You'll need a boat, and the investigating model may now unlock the gate to the dock and freely exit the table, as can any of their companions. Should they be slain, place a marker where the model fell to represent the key in the log. This can be retrieved for an action. All right, so it's my companions. Well, we're going to do our final investigation here with my rogue, walking 7 and then 3, to go and look at this investigation marker. And what did we find? That is investigation A.
The warehouse is strewn with what looks like the aftermath of a vicious fight. Clearly, some of the Dockmaster's guards fell victim to an ambush. After a brief examination, it seems as though they were attempting to destroy a large pile of cargo. Oddly enough, however, the contents seem to be nothing more than lengthy boxes filled with earth. Amongst their remains, you come across a large satchel of rags and clay jars of oil, which can be taken without filling an inventory slot.
Oh, all right. We're going to grab some jars of oil and some rags. Some arson bag. Hey, cool. I found an arson bag.
And I've still got Lois.
You do have Lois.
Because she did not go yet. So
She did not.
she's going to cast sword.
Cast sword. Okay. This Thrall fights at +1 to your +3. That's better. 20. Yeah, no, you are done with this Thrall. That's a total of 22 with your double-handed weapon bonus.
Yep.
And that is unthralled. That was your
action,
first action, yep.
So she will go there.
Guard poor Jimmy. All right, well, before the event phase, you have to roll for anyone fought in combat, so you can start with Lois again if you want. Now, the target number's gone up to 10 at the end of this turn, and she has to make a stealth roll. So 10, 11. Nope, she fails. So we place a Thrall in the center of a random table edge that is not the gatehouse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Thrall arrives back here. Kent did also fight.
Nope.
Nope.
He's not
That's
sneaky
another one.
about how
So
he does things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. There's another one back here. Reinforcements are arriving. And then for Bryce with +2 strength, or +2 stealth, he also fails. Oh no, there's a horde of Thralls arriving. That one arrives in a different location? Nope. They possed up. I believe that means it is time to get the hell out of here. Let's see what our event is. Our third event for the round. Or the mission, sorry, the act.
5.
5. All right, you read that one?
The lighthouse ablaze. Out past the breakwater, the turbulent waves are suddenly lit by a green witch fire emanating from the lighthouse. Momentarily, the thralls stop dead in their tracks as their gazes become locked on that gibbous glow, and they emit a low moaning keen in unison. The Rangers and their companions temporarily gain a temporary +1 shoot or fight against the thralls for the entirety of the following turn as they take advantage of their lapse.
Sweet. All right, well, distracted by the green fire. And that puts us on to turn 4. Time to start moving. Beat up the thrall, then you can move afterwards. You seem to be pretty good once you connect.
I'm gonna thrall him.
So you're +4 this time, and he's
All
+1
right.
because of the distraction. That's an 11 to a 9, so you hit him. +2 is a 13, you do 2 points of damage. Now you can choose to drive him back or not. He'll have 8 remaining.
I would like to shove, so I would like to drive him back 4 inches.
He just collapses into a pile of cargo. You could move with your second action.
Yeah, which we will do.
I like the now that reinforcements are, you're like, nope.
5.
Well, then I'm going to go with Bryce. He is going to move up parallel to you, and he has 1 remaining throwing bat that he is going to throw at that guy. +1 shoots, I'm shoot +3. However, you are in cover for +2, and then +1 again for the...
So I'm net +3.
You're net +4.
Oh, 4, I'm sorry. Yeah. So 24.
Yeah, that's good luck to me. No, I did not. I'm just throwing these things away. just leaving branded weapons all around the
Bryce, how can you afford all of these things? Are you some kind of billionaire?
secret druid billionaire. Well, the creatures get to go now, starting with the closest one to us. It's going to jump. I think I have less hit points than you, don't I? Do you have 18 or do you have...
I have 15.
Oh, it's going to jump you then, because you have less and you're closest. And you fight. Let's see if your bald karate can win. Nope.
Nope.
That's bad news. So monsters don't crit, but they do 21 to your armor of
12.
So it's going to be 9 points of damage.
And I am going to use roll with the punch.
Smart.
And take 5 points of damage.
Feels wise. And then these ones all advance 9, going towards Sparrow, as he is the closest thing they can see. And they spread out.
This is Thriller.
That's it, yeah.
They're
It's getting very thrally out here. It's starting to get intense. Well, we are quickly becoming overwhelmed, so I believe it is once again time to leave. It is companion phase now. I'm going to start with Sparrow. He is going to step up to this. I'm going to let Lois deal with that. I'm going to step up in front of the boss and throw one of my throwing daggers into this thrall.
Yeah, like using your
Sparrow knows what
ward
time
as
it
a
is.
human shield.
Sparrow knows who pays for his college education.
You got to live to go to college.
That's it. Shoot +1 goes to +2 because of the moon. That's going to be a plus, that beats a 4 for sure. What you got going on there, Lois?
Yeah, Lois is going to get in the fight.
You go beat down some Zambi or some Thrall.
She is +3.
+2 for the friend, which means +5. +6 for the moon.
Oh, right. So
That's still a 7. Oh my God, it wins. That's going to be a 17. What's her armor?
Her armor is 11, so that would
6
be
points.
6.
We've both lost a guardsman. Okay, well, Jimmy.
Lois!
Jimmy, we definitely need to unlock the gate. Named her Martha, because now he'd be really
Martha!
We'd all be mad.
No, now he's just going to turn evil and punch his way through like the Joker's spine.
That's
or something
true,
like
yeah.
that.
Just pulling the Joker's fillings with his bare hands.
You're a good guy, right?
All right, end around. It's now a TN of 8, 10, 12. You've got the boss who fought, so Kent. Got to roll 12. Nope. Another one arrives. Where does it arrive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it arrives on this side now. And then for Bryce, he has to roll a 10. Nope, he also fails. So it shows up in the middle again back here. The whole village appears to have been turned. You did not shoot or fight with Jimmy.
No.
Sorry, shooting doesn't count, so it's just fighting counts. So no summoning with Jimmy or Sparrow. Event for turn 4. What do we got?
2 from the skies.
Oh no! All right, so anyone unengaged. So we have 2 unengaged models, just Sparrow. Actually Sparrow, Bryce, and Jimmy are all unengaged. 1 to 2, and then we'll just go left to right.
Sure.
It's gonna be my boss. All right, here we go. It's because he's afraid I'm taking his style. +3 to +5. That's a 12. Oh, I managed to drive him off. Lucky with that one. All right, turn 5. It is getting sporty out here, so it's time to get away. So I guess we start. Do you want to start, and then you can try and break off this way? Bash this Zambi.
Yeah, so I'm going to smack that thrall.
All right, so you have a fight of +3 to its fight of +1. It gets a 14.
I got a 12.
So it's going to do...
Oh, 11, I'm sorry.
14 means it has a total of... You have heavy armor, so 2 points of damage to you. Well, I guess we need to karate this thing. So I'm going to move in and kick its head off. Rescuing the Boy Scout, as we do. So that's going to be a 6 to a 21, which once again will decapitate this Zambi. And then Sparrow's going to go, I think, throw a dagger and move. Oh, no, we're out of daggers. We only had one.
Oh, right.
We only had one throwing knife. So we're just going to move and just go loiter next to this gate and be like, hurry up, Jimmy!
So Jimmy is going to make it there off of his regular move.
And unlock the door.
Unlock the door.
That would have happened after this event phase, actually. So I think Sparrow actually got grabbed.
Right. Don't think it'll matter for Jimmy, because I think
I don't think it'll matter for Jimmy either, but we're definitely getting grabbed for Sparrow here. So we'll have to fight first before we do that. 20's not good. Nope. So Sparrow's going to take all the damage and get knocked out. Well, then Jimmy's at the door by himself. We've lost 2 of my group. The rest of these are going to engage everyone, but not in one move. So Bryce is in trouble. And then this one also arrives. And goes this one 1. And around, let's see if we pass our tests. So it's a 14 now to not summon anyone. Bryce with +2. Does not pass, so another one's going to arrive. A thrall arrives on this side this time.
That's different.
Well, they're coming from all sides, apparently. And then for your boss on a... You're good? Because it's 10, sorry, it's 8, 10, 12. Yeah. Round 6. Or no, event actually on 5. What do we got? 6.
Death from the skies.
You and the Jimmy are the only ones that aren't engaged.
Yep.
Who's Jimmy?
4 6 will be Kent.
Okay.
So
it's Jimmy.
No, Jimmy!
At least you unlocked the gate.
All right.
It's going to just be very lonely for the Rangers.
So Jimmy's +2, the thing is +5. 15. Yes, Jimmy!
Right, Jimmy lives. All right, turn 6. Rangers going first. All right, Bryce, I need you to get the hell out of here. Nothing really to help me except to hit and hopefully drive someone back. Kill one of these thralls in a single blow and then also drive them back. 3 to the thralls +1. 21. To 21, so we tie. I could re-roll this, but I just take damage, so I'm just going to stand there. All right, your Ranger.
Well, I guess.
Go fight.
All right, club that guy.
That's fair. With the clubs is the way to do it. +1.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, no one takes damage at least. We are kind of stuck fighting all these thralls. All right, well, here go the thralls. So first, the one fighting the lowest hit point person, which would be you. So you get to fight again.
Okay.
You get a do-over. You still get to move afterwards. Nope, it got better.
That's twice as good.
That's right, and it doesn't do higher than your armor, so you don't take any damage. Then the other one fighting me, +3 now. That's a 13. That's a 4. I'm going to use my Hand of Fate to reroll this dice. I got to get rid of this guy. There we go, 22. So with my Hand of Fate now burn my heroic ability, this guy gets his head kicked off. Our next closest, this one's going to come and fight me as well. And you get a 10. +3. That's a 10. They tie, so no damage. This one will move to come fight me, and this one will move to come fight you. This one runs up 9. And we're now rolling 14. Would you like to unlock the door and leave?
Good luck, Ken!
So at least someone's getting to the next mission. Let's see if we survive. Can we get away from these guys? So a 14 for Kent, +2. I pass and don't summon anyone, but you do summon another thrall. It arrives right here.
Nope, there. Sorry.
It's good, because it's far. Well, so event phase, the final event for the game. What happens?
Pretty sure.
Bet it's going to be around 3.
3. Inspired aid. A hiding villager, emboldened by the Rangers' efforts, opens a window and attempts to lend aid by throwing whatever is at hand to one of the thralls. At one of the thralls, I'm sorry. Select a random unengaged thrall. Oh,
there's one.
There's one there too. Against them. If no thralls are unengaged, treat this as a red ace. Okay, so 1 to 3, 4 to 6?
Yep, 1 to 3, 4 to 6. So this one over here gets a rock in the dome. +0. That's a 13. 13.
Hey, look at that!
Did some damage. Thanks, villager.
I'm in charge, man!
So 3 points of damage. It's got 7 left. Inspired by our... All right, top of turn. So this is top of 7 now. And the Rangers go first. I'm just going to try and kick a thrall. We gotta get rid of these thralls and get the hell out of here.
I got a 2.
I win, though, which means I could drive it back. Not that it's going to make much of a difference, but I'm going to drive back the one that's on you, because if you win, you could move away. So now you get to fight, and if you kill this guy, you could get out of here.
I will fight him.
12.
So 15.
To a 4, so you do damage.
It's a 17.
So it's a 17. You do 7 points of damage, has 3 left, and you can drive it back. So now
There's
you can...
3 left?
There's 3 left, yeah.
Then I will also use my powerful blow.
Which does what?
3 more damage.
Then you kill him. And now you can move away and get closer to the door. I'm not worried about fighting all 3. I'm full health. You need to start moving.
Oh, okay.
I'd much rather that you start... Someone has to get away. We need at least one ranger to not make an injury check this game. Now I'm going to fight them all sequentially and maybe just kill them all. All right. Never tell me the odds. It's like these Joker games need to die. So this one's going to fight. I'm at +3, you're +1. That's a 7. How about a 19? That will do 9 points of damage and push him back. And then it's second. It always moves first. So then this one fights me and gets a 8.
So look at you.
An 18, which will do 8 points of damage. So they're all 1 hit away from dying basically now, and also gets driven back. And then he comes to fight.
That is
He gets
a 3.
3. Never tell me the odds, baby. That's a 9. No damage, but I've knocked him back an inch. But this one then runs towards me. I think this one still gets me with a move. Yeah, it does. So I have to fight 1 before I get to move next turn. It only has 7 hit points left, though. And then this guy runs up 9. And we both end up making rolls again on a 16 to see if more thralls come, because we woke up the whole town. Yeah, you're good. I'm not. You're sneaky, yeah. Well, they can't hear you if they're pulverized. All right, turn. There's no events now because we've run the event deck, so it's just turn 8. First this time, try and break this guy's chops and then move. Do I get it?
So that's an 8.
Oh, I just need to win. That's an 8. I've used my hand of fate. I have nothing else I can do here. I can't win the fight, which means I can't drive him back. Have anything? Yeah. So then it's going to be your turn to go do something because I'm stuck fighting this one dude. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
All right.
I'm just gonna break all their necks. You leave. Don't worry. I'll hold the door. And now we fight them all one at a time, starting with the one that just fought me. That's not good.
17.
17? Nope. So I'm gonna take 8 points of damage. No, 6 points of damage. With 10, and then the next one comes to fight me. This guy only has 2 hit points left, though.
Yeah.
9
8.
or 8, sorry. Also 8, so we just stay in combat. The next one.
9.
How about a 14? Sorry, 16 does 6 points of damage and drives him back. And then this last one, which has 3 hit points left. It's a 9.
9.
It's 21. Just gets his neck snapped. And then this last one will engage me with a move.
Oh.
And then the one on the flank. No, it won't get to fight me, though.
Oh.
And the one on the flank
Will also
move 9 towards. All right, it's turn 8. It's just me against the world now. So if I kill one, I'll attack the 2 hit point one. It means I can drive him back and I can get away. So let's see if we can do it. You get a 13 plus 3, 18. So I snap this one's neck. I can drive back another one in combat. And then I didn't use my dash because I was fast and fast, but I moved 7 anyway. And I go at the door. Nerd. Well, we made it just, but we're gonna have to make some naughty rolls. Now, the only problem with fighting thralls is thralls are dangerous. All right, well, we made it through the gates. We slam it behind us, and Sparrow and Pennyworth, along with Lois and Jimmy, both have to make naughty rolls to see if they drag themselves to the wharf or roll into the sewers.
No, Jimmy
and crawl
escaped.
out. Well, Jimmy did escape. Sorry, it's just
Lois.
So let's roll for, starting with Farthingsworth. He gets a 10, which means full recovery. For Sparrow, gets a 5, which is badly wounded. Kind of tracks. Badly wounded means he's going to start with 5 less health at the start of the next mission. Lois? That is also permanent injury. So roll on the permanent injury table and see what happened to Lois.
1.
Lost toes. Last one, move. Sorry, a permanent minus ½ inch penalty to your move.
Half?
That's cumulative. If you get another one, yeah, you lose ½ inch of movement. So Jimmy's going to get a progression point for surviving that being taken out of action. And the Rangers get experience based on their the total kills for the mission, which is going to be 90.
So we made it out alive.
Yeah.
It's funny how when you write a scenario for a game, you want it to feel a certain way, but you never have 100% certainty how it's going to go.
And I've let go of that a lot in recent years where I'm like,
Right.
just play it. Just write it the way you think it should work and then just play it and it'll turn out fine. I'm so happy that turned out that we almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I mean,
and that there was a horde of them showing up at the end.
Yeah, we could have edited it after the fact, but honestly, like the scenario, I mean, not the video.
Yeah,
but like, yeah, it felt like, I mean, we were better and more powerful than they were, but there were too many of them.
Yes,
Like
and they escalated, and more of them kept showing up, and there was nothing we could do about
it felt like it went exactly the way it should have gone.
And 1 out of 3 times, the thing in the sky basically was terrifying and pulled somebody out of the shadows,
Yeah.
which made me very happy because that's the balance that I was trying to write in between being able to just rush around and not engage the thralls and like take out a few of them and just push through. There's something that's going to hunt all the unengaged runners, basically.
Well, and from my side, like it felt like all the stuff I had control over went the way I wanted it to go, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And when I investigated that one clue marker, and that clue marker was somebody's trying to eat your face, my face got eaten.
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
again, is
jumped
how
out
it
and did
should go.
something. Exactly, yeah. We had our monster movie jump scares. So Act 2, now we will voyage out to the Exeter. And the Exeter will need to be investigated to decide what's happened out here and then potentially deal with the ship itself. And you'll see that one next week.
Glad we're moving into a more cramped environment because I'm getting slower.
Yeah, that's right. Your toe is getting chopped off. Poor Lois. Poor Lois.
Why'd you wear heels?
It's not good. It's not what you want. So yeah, we'll be back with that one. I hope you enjoyed this. Once again, you can check out the scenario packet itself, The Lost Voyage of the Exeter. It'll be linked in the description on my Patreon. Thanks to everybody that picked the Grimdark Media choice of Rangers of Shadowdeep because it's been a minute since we played it. And we will be doing this in the future with other stories. We already have a plan for the Thing one for next month, which I'm pretty stoked about.
Cool. And we could do, I think we've talked about a couple options for
other media
other things
that we picked. Yeah, but focusing on the ones the patrons.
I'm trying to think how far ahead do I speak right now?
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I don't want to commit to anything because we're also probably going to change our minds because that's how we go. But the Thing is coming up next after Rangers of Shadowdeep because that was the next thing that was a patron pick piece of Grimdark Media. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Fun and Ash. This is Jay. Have a good day.